Hi everyone. So the discussion is getting interesting now. We were able to create the Spring Cloud config server in the last video and also able to fetch the properties from the Git repo for both the product service and the inventory service, based on the different URLs we gave. Okay. Now what we are going to do is create the two microservices. And in this video, we'll just try to read local properties from each of the services properties file. Okay, so let me quickly, uh, in this video, we can stop the config server and also the discovery server, okay, because we don't require the two servers. Let's quickly go to Spring Initializer. So here, let's just change the name to the center or the service. Okay, and we don't want it to be config server. We want it to be discovery client. Okay, we want it to be config client also, that is client of the config server. Spring web will include the Spring web REST repositories, because we will create one REST endpoint and try to print the local properties. Okay, I think this should suffice. And also add, let's also add something known as springboot actuator dependency, which will come in handy later. Okay, so don't worry about this dependency right now. I just want to include the dependency for both the services. Okay, let's generate the project. So we have the product service. Let's do the same thing and generate the inventory service project also. Okay, with the same dependencies. I just wanted to, I just changed the name here and other things remain the same, and it generated the project. Let's quickly unzip the two projects. Okay, so it's extracted, and inventory service also is extracted. Let's open the two projects. Let me open the product service first. Okay, okay. Let us give it some time for the dependencies to get resolved. Okay, so we see we have the starter web UIKA client, REST repository dependency, web, and the expector. All the five dependencies are there, and we have also now gotten rid of the compilation errors. Now, what we'll do is we'll quickly create one controller known as product controller. Okay, and let's annotation for creating a REST API. We will have one simple function to uh, you know get some message in that API. Uh, Pointing to the base URL of the service. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just return product home. Application.properties, we just have the application name, which it created automatically when we created the service. Let's have the server port. Let's give it some name, 8011. Okay. Server.info, let's put um, for you. Service info. Instead of, so I want to keep the same names of the configs so that we can see from where it is fetching the data for us. Okay. So our product controller is up and running. We also need to basically display the application properties values here. When we trigger the endpoint. So how do we do that? Let's quickly get that from ChatGPT. Uh, what exactly is my ChatGPT? Yes. ChatGPT and application on property. This should give me hopefully the required code. Yes, at the rate value was the annotation. Now I remember. So you can inject it like this. Okay, let's just copy this and we will change it according to the properties. So at the rate value, let me import this first. So what is the name of the properties? Server.code and service dot. And service or info. Okay, and what we are going to do is we'll just append the two properties here. So that is the product home. Let's just start this with info. Okay, this would make sense. Okay. Hope this is clear up till now. So we are trying to read the local properties from the local application.properties file, which we have. Okay. Let's see if this is working. Let me go to okay. So now currently the config server is also off and the discovery server is also off. So only service which is running is our product service. Okay. Okay. Add this. This is required because we have that dependency in the uh, XML file form.xml. Okay, let's quickly run this service now. Hopefully, it should work. That is equal to false. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just remove this dependency for now because we don't require it. Okay, just remove the dependency. Let us reload the Maven project so that it reloads or resolves the dependencies again. Okay, and hopefully we shouldn't get this error now. We were only getting the error because we had that dependency in place, where we were wanted this service to be a config client. But currently we don't need that. We just want to read from our local application property file only. Okay, nothing else. So let me go to the main file. Let's run the application now. Since it's a bit confusing, I'm going step by step. First, we created a config server and read from the get repo. What is it telling now? Okay, since we have that one as well, the Eureka client. Okay, so that is why it is giving us this error. Let me remove this also. Let's go. So what is the error? Service. Yeah. Let's see if one. Okay, product service for you running at 8011. So even though we have got this error, but still that doesn't. So we have this product service running for you at 8011. Let's do the same thing for our inventory service as well. Okay. Don't worry about this warning. Uh, Currently, it is not impacting us. Okay, it's because of um, uh, I think the dependencies which we have added, we are not using those dependencies, including the actuator dependencies. So we'll just quickly, what I'll do is for inventory service. I'll just remove this one and also the actuator one. And hopefully we won't have any errors. Okay. Now let's quickly go ahead and copy our code from product service to inventory service. Okay. Case we'll just call it inventory controller. Okay. Let's also put the server ports for the inventory service. Run it on port 8012. And let's change this to get. Okay, other things remain the same. Okay, and I've removed three dependencies which we don't require right now. Okay, let me run this particular inventory service real quick. Maybe reload didn't happen. Let's reload the Maven dependencies. Okay. Started on 8012 without any errors, as you can see. Let's quickly check inventory service for you running at 8012. So let me show you the same thing in product service also. The error is coming because of the actuator dependency. Let me remove that dependency from the stop this service and I'll copy the name. Let me reload all the dependencies again. Whenever you make any change in the form.xml, remember to do this step, okay? To reload the Maven project. Hopefully it is done now. Now what I can do is, I can go to the main file, run the application or service, and we see the service up and running without any error now. Okay, Tomcat started on port 8011. Let me refresh 8011 root URL. So it basically called the API we have created in the controller, this one, and returned us this string, with the help of @value annotation, okay, which actually read the properties from this file, okay. So that's what I wanted to cover in this video. In this video, we created the two services, and we have been able to read the properties from our local application.properties file with the help of @value annotation. In the next video, we'll see how we can read uh, the application.properties and service specific properties from the config repo. Okay. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.